Hey everyone, Ian here, Mandershide Media and at RIV Classic Car Sales here in Saskatoon. Now, we started our first segment, Repair at RIV's. It wasn't this truck. It was the yellow Firebird. And one thing with, doing restorations and just work in general on stuff like this, sometimes you're waiting for parts. Sometimes something else comes up and you can get on something else. So this one here is getting an LS swap. The 350 engine and the 350 transmission, turbo 350 automatic transmission are out. And David's been working very, very hard getting this thing almost ready. There's definitely some stuff that's left, but I'll give you a walk around the truck. We'll lift her up in the air so you can see what's all been done. But yeah, so this is the Orange Blossom Special. I know I've done some short videos on this, or there's been some short videos posted on this truck being in the back here. But yeah, it's LS swap time. So yeah, engine, transmission are in it and mounted. And yeah, we can do a walk through. The wiring is just getting routed for the ECM. So that's all there. And then lastly will be the fuel system. I believe we're at the point where, these trucks, originally I'm a purist, so I like just as they were. But these ones had the fuel tank behind the cab, which on hot summer days, you can smell gasoline fumes, and it's not necessarily safe either. So you can't see it yet, but I'll show you there's a new fuel tank in the back here. So we're going to be relocating the fuel system or fuel tank. And then obviously with an LS upgrade, you have to have different fuel pressure, like 60 PSI fuel pressure rather than the typical 7 PSI for a carburetor. So some minor changes, but again, nothing that can't be done. I mean, an LS swap Chevy truck, they've been done before, but yeah, so information is there. But this is still such a cool truck. I do love, you can see that, the Orange Blossom Special on the box. Yeah, it was just neat. We're so thrilled that this was, if you remember our first videos, like way back, this was actually part of the fleet here at RIV's for sale. And then we sold it to an awesome customer who was looking for this very similar truck and just happened to be like the Orange Blossom Special color that he was hoping for. Everything just worked out. It really did. And it's been back for some service, and now it's back for the swap, which, again, we're always happy to help out where we can. So anyway, I'm done rambling. Let's go look at what David's been up to. All right. All right, well, I might as well start right here. So we'll just have a peek in the box. That's the new fuel tank that's going in. Yeah, so the old carburetor, but yeah, fuel tank and the straps are there. The one cool thing, this is empty. One cool thing about, stuff like this, that looks like our new Holly. Fuel pump, good. That's wonderful. That was what we were waiting for a little bit there. All right, and there's the old engine, transmission, drive shaft, and starter. So these components are obviously what we're going to have to obviously we're not using them clearly. But anyway, so it's got different headers on it. We're going to get a one-piece drive shaft. Yeah, those are the old headers, the cutouts. So I believe the customer has another truck. So this stuff may be used on another truck potentially, or it'll be pocket parts, or it's going to be for sale stuff. But that'll be up to him. So yeah, there's the original 1972 350. Should be. Yeah, I'm just looking here. Can't remember. Oh yeah, 010. So here's a Chevy tip. Back in the day when I used to be part of a race crew here in the city, shout out Dave Bone, and I learned lots about small block Chevys there. Lots. So this 010 at the end of the serial number, this is a high nickel block. Typically has a 4-bolt main. Not always, but it's definitely a high nickel content block is what that's what I learned anyway. So if someone, lately I've been getting lots of chirps on the internet, and I guess any news is good news, or any feedback is good feedback. But like I said in most of my videos, and I'll say it again, I don't necessarily know everything. I know some things, and I'm pretty sure about some stuff. But that 010, when we were looking for blocks before the crate engine rule came in, we were always looking for 010 blocks. And from what I remember, they were all 4-bolt mains and they were high nickel content is what we had found. So anyway, there could be some seats going in this truck. I know we had this conversation before, and I'm guessing that's that. Potential new mufflers, some Black Widows. I don't know if I've heard Black Widows yet, but so we got the wires. I can open up the door. I don't want you to see the glare. So the wires are ran into the cab through and that is by far the safest place to put them. You don't want to have any scenario where they can melt, because I mean there's more than 8 wires in this engine. There's a whole whack of them. So there's the LS. No, this is a 6-liter. This is a 6-liter. So just again, like I said before, it is not necessarily ready to fire, but it is in there. And it fits quite nicely, really, really nice. So obviously the exhaust front section will have to be dealt with. Yeah, rad's back in it. So yeah, there's a little bit. I mean, it's not 1972 all just plug and play. I mean, it's definitely needs a little bit, but yeah, no, Dave's been kicking butt here, so which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to just stop it here, and I'll get the truck up in the air, and we can have a looky-loo there, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so here's underneath the truck. The engine, transmission. I mean, they fit quite nice. No oil pan issues there. Headers seem to fit really good. I'm thinking that's a 4L80. I think. I don't know what year, unless that's sort of 6-speed. I don't know what year the engine is, and that's my fault. And I'm without my co-pilot Dave today, so I apologize. So let me have it again. Give me all kinds of grief. And I know it's not a 4L60 because we do all of those at school, and that oil pan is definitely not 4L60. I think it's 4L80, or it could be a 6-speed, I guess. But I think 4L80. Okay. Exhaust system clearly needs to be reconnected once you get the rest of it all connected. I'm not certain if the cutouts are happening. I'm guessing they are. I don't see why I wouldn't put the cutouts in it. So yeah, pretty straightforward, really. And then yeah, just the drive shaft. Nice clearance everywhere. Yeah, no, I think it's the one thing that I can see, of which I know we've talked about, is the speedo cable. So you're going to have a cable-driven speedometer with a digital signal speedo on the transmission. So I believe Dakota Digital, I think, is the company that makes the adapter to go from one to the other. We'll get there. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's happening. So back to the Firebird. Now the Firebird is in the process of some stuff, but we were just waiting patiently. So now it is going to be getting a headliner installed very, very soon. I think early as next week. It might be at the end. This is right around Christmas break here. So we folded out the new headliner and let it rest and relax. Then it'll get snapped in there. Front seats are out for reupholstering. The back seat was in really nice condition, and the seat skins look, well, I would say basically like the rear. So there was no cuts, no tears. The foam was good. There was no reason to spend any extra money on the back seats. They just need to be cleaned up. So that will be that. And then the gauges have to get installed. And yeah, and I guess we'll see what else, if the customer wants anything else done at this time, or enjoy it for the upcoming cruising season. And then the conversation was get the cylinder heads off, change those up, camshaft and lifter set in, and a different intake manifold, and get some more snap out of it. But for right now, this is, yeah, the interior needed some attention for sure. But yeah, we're just waiting for some things to line up. So anyway, thanks again for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for more repair at RIVs. All right, take care. Bye for now.